heard of the American dream, but what if the government tried to make that dream real for everyone?
Civil rights, education, healthcare, poverty. These weren't just issues, they were battlegrounds.
Today, on the Great Podcast, we unravel the mystery behind the Great Society. How did we go from JFK's New Frontier to one of the most ambitious eras in American history?
And would Lyndon B. Johnson be proud of where we are today? Let's investigate.
Let's rewind to 1960. The Cold War is heating up, segregation is law, and the Americans are deeply divided.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
That was John F. Kennedy setting the stage with his new frontier, a vision for civil rights, education, and space exploration. But in 1963, tragedy struck.
JFK was assassinated, and with that, his dreams could have died too.
But they didn't, because in stepped Lyndon Baines Johnson. Johnson wasn't a glamorous figure, but he got things done.
And this administration today, here and now, declares unconditional war on poverty in America. And I urge this Congress and all Americans to join with me in that effort. It will not be a short or easy struggle. No single weapon or strategy will suffice. But we shall not rest until that war is won. The richest nation on earth can afford to win it. We cannot afford to lose it. $1,000 invested in salvaging an unemployable youth today can return $40,000 or more in his lifetime. Poverty is a national problem requiring improved national organization and support. But this attack, to be effective, must also be organized at the state and the local level and must be supported and directed by state and local efforts. For the war against poverty will not be won here in Washington. It must be won in the field, in every private home, in every public office, from the courthouse to the White House. The program I shall propose will emphasize this cooperative approach to help that 1/5 of all American families with incomes too small to even meet their basic needs. Our chief weapons in a more pinpointed attack will be better schools and better health and better homes and better training and better job opportunities to help more Americans, especially young Americans, escape from squalor and misery and unemployment roles where other citizens help to carry them.
That's right. The War on Poverty was born, Head Start, Job Corps, food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid, like Oprah, but with laws. You get health care, you get education. You did it.
And speaking of getting things, this podcast is brought to you by History Beans. Coffee so strong, it'll jolt you back to 1965. Use code LBJ for 20% off.
Back to business. LBJ's biggest wins: the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
Poverty, disease, and ignorance we shall overcome.
He signed those knowing it would cost him politically. He even said, "There goes the South for a generation." That's real leadership.
He believed in a society built on fairness, justice, and equal opportunity. He said the Great Society rests on abundance and liberty for all.
But did it work?
Poverty dropped, education improved, more people got health care. His programs are still around today, like Medicare and Head Start.
But the Vietnam drained attention and trust. And in the decades since, poverty's still here. Inequality's still real.
So let's ask the big question. In 2025, would Lyndon B. Johnson still be satisfied?
He might be proud that his policies endured, but he'd probably say, "We're not done yet."
Because voting rights are still being challenged, healthcare is still being debated, and racial injustice still a fight. Maybe the Great Society was never a final destination, it was a path.
And we're still walking it. This episode is also sponsored by Equality Inc., the pen that only signs fair laws. Write the future with justice.
Thanks for tuning into the Great Podcast. I'm Destiny.
And I'm Cameron. Remember, history isn't just what happened, it's what we do with it.
Stay curious, stay bold, and stay great.